So Mr. Scott is claiming that he was assaulted by you. Okay. He says you choked him for a couple of seconds, and the choke caused him to lose consciousness, and then you hit him in the back of the head. This is the same time that you guys were there drinking when he called the police. So what happened? Like, tell me how you guys ended up drinking at your house.
He came by and he's like, "Hey, Mark, how you doing?" and everything. He had a drink in a plastic cup. "Yeah, how you doing?" And we had some friends out and we were just talking. And he came in. "All right, we used to been there before."
Incident number 202-306-999. Entered on May 31st, 2023 by Anthony Chavarria. On May 31st, 2023 at approximately 0200 hours, I was dispatched to 12705 Montana in reference to an individual requesting a sergeant. Upon arrival, I met with a male adult who stated he was the victim of an assault, impeding breath, sometime between the hours of 21:15 and on May 28th to 0035 on May 29th at 12705 Montana. Victim stated an offender he can only refer to by first name came up from behind and placed him in a chokehold for approximately 3 to 7 seconds, not allowing him to breathe. Victim stated at no time did he consent to the assault. Victim stated he wished to file criminal charges against the offender.
Next, assault causing bodily injury is a felony of the third degree when a person intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly causes bodily injury to a family or a household member or a person with whom the actor has a dating relationship if they have a previous conviction for assault, homicide, family violence, or strangulation. Even without a prior conviction to enhance the offense, a person who commits assault and causes bodily injury by strangulation, which is impeding the normal breathing or circulation of the blood of the person by applying pressure to the person's throat or neck, or by blocking the person's nose or mouth, will be punished as a felony of the third degree. So strangulation is very serious, and even though it can potentially cause serious bodily injury or death, don't get confused. It still falls under the assault statute, but it's graded as a felony of the third degree instead of a misdemeanor.
I ain't never stole a cigarette from you, and your guy even told you that. Act like a fool. He's worried about a goddamn cigarette. What a fucking fool. Even his own guy said, he never took no cigarette from you while you were gone. Fucking delusional bastard. See, the thing of the matter is I used to be a worker for the NSA, and I went to prison based on a story that went viral called Sandra Bland, and I doxed the entire Waller County Sheriff's Department, so they gave me the videos because they wanted me to remove it. So if you don't believe me, ask Waller County.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go back to bed now?
Ask Waller County. You're more concerned about nothing instead of the guy that pulled the gun on me.
Yeah.
Because he got multiple cameras in his yard, and I keep telling you that, and all you're doing is, I'm going to defend him. I'm going to defend him. You're a piece of shit.
All right, sir. You have a good night.
You're a piece of shit, right?
Good night, sir.
You're a piece of shit, right? Yeah. Yeah. More concerned about me and how I'm feeling than the guy pulling a gun on me, right?
Have a good night.
Yeah, pulling a gun on me, right? Huh? I'll be sure to file in Internal Affairs. Omar Kimona, Fernando Chacon, you're a piece of shit.
Hi, good morning. Charlie?
Yeah,
I'm Detective Rojo at the Sheriff's Office.
I can't hear you.
I'm Detective Rojo. I don't know if Mr. Shipley told you that I was going to come talk to you.
Yes, could you get closer so I can...
Well, I don't want to be in the sun. I don't know if you want to. It's okay, I'll stand here. I'm here about the incident that happened between him and Scott.
Yeah. Who's Scott?
You don't know who Scott is?
Is that the guy from the back over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From 208, I think.
Yeah.
Were you there on Saturday when they were drinking at
Yeah.
Mark's house? What did you see? Anything out of the norm? Did you see them arguing?
Well, I was celebrating my birthday and I stopped there to, because I checked my mail and I didn't know they were in the back.
Okay.
So Mark saw me and he told me to come in and have a couple of beers with him to celebrate my birthday.
Uh-huh.
So I did. So I go back there and we're drinking and it was, you already know who was there. I don't know the guy's name. Those two guys.
The other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were drinking and then the guy that started the whole fight, he was, stealing cigarettes from Mark.
Okay.
But he was doing it kind of on the slide. So we didn't say anything. I didn't say anything because they're my cigarettes. And
You all saw him, though?
Pardon?
Did you see him taking the cigarettes?
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him taking it. So he was kind of real sneaky, He played with the box and then he would slip one under his hand and then put it down, He had just bought a brand new box, Mark.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, we were there. He was drinking, and all of a sudden he started getting a little. Because I don't know how long they were there drinking. But then I noticed that he was taking like pills.
Oh.
I don't know if that whatever he was taking, and all of a sudden he started getting more belligerent, more arguing even with me, and I don't argue.
Okay.
But anyway, it got to when Mark went to get a cigarette, there was one or two left. He had just bought the box, and he told him. So he took off. He got mad. He really got really hostile.
Okay.
And then
Towards Mark?
yeah,
Okay.
because he accused him, and he was saying, "No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it."
Okay.
You want to try again? I said, no, this is the third time.
It's a little traumatizing. I can just imagine. I've never been through that. But okay, Mr. Shipley, I'm going to read you your rights because I have to with everybody that I talk to here, okay?
Yes.
And then I'll go over the case. Well, we kind of talked about it that day, but now because he's actually doing a formal report on it, we got to do a formal interview. And then, if you have any questions for me, we'll go over that too, okay? But it'll be fast. So you have the right to remain silent and not make any statement. Any statement you make may be used against you at trial. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questions. If you're unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any questions. You have the right to terminate this interview at any time. If you are not a U.S. citizen, you have the right to contact your consulate, and you understand the rights I have read to you.
Yes.
Okay, and the last one. You understand your rights and hereby knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waive these rights with no threats or promises of any kind being made to you. Okay. So Mr. Scott is claiming that he was assaulted by you. Okay. He says you choked him for a couple of seconds, and the choke caused him to lose consciousness, and then you hit him in the back of the head. This is the same time that you guys were there drinking when he called the police. So what happened? Like, tell me how you guys ended up drinking at your house.
He came by and he's like, "Hey, Mark, how you doing?" and everything. He had a drink in a plastic cup. "Yeah, how you doing?" And we had some friends out and we were just talking. And he came in. All right, we've been there before, and gave him some drink and everything, and we caught him stealing cigarettes.
That time?
That night.
Okay.
Stealing cigarettes from
where?
From my cigarettes because they were on the table, and he was taking them. So, but then I started putting them in his pocket and everything, and I was like, "Hey man, take it easy, man. You could have cigarettes, but you just take it easy." "Oh, come on, Napoleon." He calls me Napoleon. I said, "All right, whatever, man." Then one of the guys looks at me and goes, "Hey man, this guy grabbed some pills from his pocket and threw them in and drank them off, and now he wants more whiskey."
He had those pills? They were his?
Yeah, they were his. So he threw them in his thing, and next thing you know, and I said, he's like, hey man, can I have more whiskey? I said, no man. I said, we're out of whiskey, we're out of beer, we cut him off, in other words. Oh, you fucking Napoleon, this and that, you know, I work for NSA, and disappear you, and this and that. He grabbed the Yeti that I gave him, where I gave him the whiskey the first time, because he had came with a plastic cup. He threw it at me.
Did it hit you?
No.
Okay, so it missed?
No, I moved and it hit the stairs.
But if not, it would have hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just told him, you know what, get the fuck out of here. I told him, get the fuck out of here and everything.
Okay.
And then he kept going, I know I could shoot you and this and that. And he was reaching for the back, and I was like, hey dude, settle down.
Did you see a weapon at all? Did you
No,
know
I
he had
didn't see
one?
no weapon. I didn't see no weapon. So.
Okay.
But I said, I'm not going to wait for anything. So I just grabbed the log, because we have a bunch of firewood. And I said, get the hell out of here. And that's when he ran off, screaming, hollering, and everything. He came back at about 2:25. I got the video.
Okay.
He came back about 2:25, flipping me off on the camera and everything. Then about 4:45, 4:25, he came back again. Doing
So he was going back home and then coming back?
Yeah,
Just to mess with you guys?
when the sheriffs came, when the partners came, everybody dispersed, everybody left, everybody. He came back at 2:25 with his phone recording, flipping my camera off and everything. And he took off again about 2 hours later, about 4:30. He came back again, doing the same thing, recording everything, and then flipping me off.
Just taunting you? Or
Yeah,
what
taunting
did you
me.
want? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys were still outside drinking?
No. When everything happened, everybody left.
So when he came back at 4 something, you saw him or you just saw it on the camera?
On the camera.
Oh, but you didn't physically see him?
No.
Okay. But you know because of the camera.
Yeah.
Who was drinking with you all?
It was Charlie.
Who was Charlie?
Charlie, he lives in the park.
What's his last name?
It's Carlos.
Carlos.
Carlos is the Charlie. God, I forgot his last name. He's a good customer.
What number does he live on?
He lives on number 9.
So in the RV area?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have his number? And then I'll tell you what's going to happen with them.
There you go.
Is he going to move anytime soon or he's going to be there for a while? Okay.
He's been there for years.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was a temporary.
No. His number is, I'm sorry, 915 253
253
6275.
6275. So Charlie was there from the very beginning?
Yes.
And then he left around what time?
The same time that everybody left because of the sheriff.
When they showed up and they split everybody up? Okay. But he didn't see you when Scott was coming back and...
No, he didn't see it. I have the video. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll see
I
that.
could email it to you.
We'll see it and then we'll see if we need it. So Charlie was there and then who else?
Brett Colston.
Brett?
Brett.
Where does he live?
He lives in the park too.
Say what number is he?
He is number 27.
27. And then what's the last name?
Colston.
How do you spell?
COLSTIN.
C-O-L? And then his number.
Is 502 750 1088.
On the video, does it show that Scott was drinking?
No. This is the only one I have. It's in the ring. That's for my tendency to suppress when I'm not there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no video of him with
No.
actual alcohol?
No.
Okay. But you say he was drinking?
Yes, he was drinking.
They'll say that he was drinking also. Because he's claiming that he doesn't drink, that he wasn't drinking.
No. Everybody in the park tells it because he's had incidents with my neighbor, his neighbor next door, that he screamed at them and everything because they threw a diaper in his trash can. He wanted to fight with the other tenant, with the son-in-law, over a diaper.
But in the trash can, not on his yard or anything?
No, it was in the trash can. But it's because I have a lot of incidents with him, with other tenants, that he goes and gets in their business and starts hollering.
How did he take it when you gave him the eviction? Because you told me this was his last month there?
Yeah, and he went ahead and he said, no, his girlfriend or something made a money order and put it in the box. I don't have an issue as long as the rent gets paid, but as long as he keeps it down, you know what I mean? I don't, because where he came from the lighthouse, I think over on, by the outlet mall, I forgot I don't know, the lighthouse, no, it's a park, the gas light.
The one right next to the other one?
Yeah, the gas light. They
Same thing?
kicked him out from the same thing, because I talked to the manager up there and she said, yeah.
So how did he go from over there to Montana?
He came over here, he told me, you know, he's ex-military, this and this and this and this and that.
So is he leaving at the end of the month, or?
He's gonna go ahead, since he gave a deposit, he paid this month, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him the 60 days.
Okay, and then maybe.
And then, yeah, let him loose, because, yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's for my neighbors, my people there and everything.
Your peace of mind.
Yeah,
So Charlie was there, Brett was there, who else was there?
that was it.
So he's claiming a female was there. Was your girlfriend there?
No, that was a girl that just came by and took off.
What was she wearing? Because he was really specific with her clothes.
It was a western shirt that she had.
He did. You don't know her name?
No.
Just a female? She doesn't live in the
No,
park?
she doesn't.
How long was she there for, more or less?
About 10 minutes and then she took off.
Okay. So he was drinking.
It was Charlie's daughter, but she stayed for 10 minutes.
Okay. Charlie over here.
Yeah, because she had to go back home.
At any time, Mr. Shipley, did you place hands on him?
No.
Did you at any time choke him?
No.
Throw anything at him? Assault him in any way?
No.
The incident that you said happened, then you asked him to leave, then you didn't see him anymore, he kept coming back, but you only know because of the cameras.
The cameras.
Anything else happened that I should know about?
No.
Okay, but you didn't assault him,
I didn't assault him, I swear.
and if I ask the three people here, they'll say the same
They'll say
thing?
the same thing.
Other than him throwing the cup at you, did he assault you or try to go towards you?
He tried to go towards me and these guys said, hey, you know, it's time for you to go.
Okay,
But nobody laid hands on him or anything, just got in between and said, hey, you gotta go.
okay. I'll see the video, let me see what it shows. What about do you own a gun?
No, we don't have
You
those.
don't own a gun at home?
I have the closest thing I have to a gun is a pellet gun that's sitting in the closet and you can see it, it's full of dust.
How does it look? Does it look like a rifle or like a
It
handgun?
looks like a rifle.
Okay.
It looks like a rifle. My Parkinson's is acting up because of everything that I have.
I know, and this is like the last thing you want.
Let's see, send it to me. Let me see.
How does the camera work? Because last time I asked you, you said there was none. It's when
No,
you push
the
the
ring
button?
camera, yeah, it's a push button,
Oh, so
and
it's
that's
just
when
that.
it activates.
Okay. You can see it like that. That's it?
That's at 2:30.
It activated because he passed by? Mm-hmm. 2:30 in the morning?
And there's the other one at 4:25.
What is it doing? Just recording?
Yeah, flipping me off.
Who does he live with?
He lives by himself. He's got a caretaker that goes and helps him because he's got a bad back.
Okay.
The young man that goes there.
Okay. That's pretty much all I have for you. So two things can happen. I'm going to speak to your witnesses because that's a big part of this. Based on what they tell me, so if they didn't see anything, the three were there, then we can maybe unfound the case. Because if there's no assault, there's no criminal charge, there's no case, right? If I can't get a hold of them and Mr. Shipley, and Scott says, yes, it happened, then I'm forced to send it to the district attorneys. So what happens is I get the case, the report, I do my report based on me talking to you and talking to him, what you told me, what he told me, and then I send it off to the district attorneys, which is like the long route. They get the case, they review it, and they say, okay, an assault did happen, and then they'll contact you. Or they'll review it and they say, no, well, we don't have witnesses, it's his word against his, there's no proof, then they can drop the case. So once I do that, it's out of my hands, and we just wait for them to get a hold of both of us. But we don't know that yet. So let me talk to them, see what they say. I'll call Scott again, see what he has to say, and then I'll let you know how the case is going. But I mean, you're saying it didn't happen. Why do you think he made all that up, though?
Because he got pissed off at me, called me Napoleon and everything. And he knows I got, since he's an RV and a lot of a mobile home, he's got 30 days. And he said, I'm going to make you pay. I'm going to make you pay.
He said that?
Yeah.
That night?
That night. And he said, I'm going to make you pay. And
did you ask him, like, hey, well, what do you mean? Or
no, he's drunk. And I said, you know what? But he told me he's going to make me pay, one way or another.
So when he threw the cup at you, did you pick it up, or did you yell at him? Did you tell him anything?
Hey, I told him, man, what the fuck? And I said, get the fuck out of here. That's what I told him.
Okay. And he left just fine?
Oh, no, he's like, no, I'm not leaving Napoleon. I'm going to fucking make you pay.
That's when he said it?
Yeah.
Did he just show up, or did you invite him?
No, I invited him. Because he's been there with us before, and he's been calm. And this time he just went off the rails.
So this is the first time that he
goes off the rails. Yeah.
Okay. Does he have a problem with Charlie or Brett or the female, maybe?
He always argues with Charlie.
Okay.
He always argues with Charlie, so.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, Mr. Shipley, then I'm gonna get a hold of them. I'll get a hold of Scott, and then I'll call you just to keep you posted. But you handle your stuff first with your wife. That's priority. You have my direct number, right?
No.
Okay, let me get it. I didn't give you one last time. No, I didn't have it.
You didn't have it.
Yes. Okay. Let me walk you out. No, I'll grab it.